Welcome to another episode of When You Understand. To kick things off, here are the answers to last week's twists. Did you figure them out? If you didn't watch last week's episode or don't particularly care about the answers, feel free to skip ahead to this week's stories. I've added chapter breaks to the video. But before then, let's check the answers. First, the scary car. The narrator describes a scary black van covered in smoke that appears to be attacking another car in the middle of the night. However, in the end, the van drives off to the police station, so it seems that all is well. What's really going on here? The narrator describes looking in the rearview mirror, meaning that the black van was right behind them, meaning that the black van was going after them. But why? Well, the narrator also described a lot of smoke, meaning the smoke was coming from their car and the black van was likely trying to alert them to that fact. But instead, they panicked and sped off. Second, why they died. 3 men stand before the gates of heaven and describe how they each died. A came home to find his wife dead and a man hanging from the balcony. He threw a chest of drawers at the man and then died from shock. B was sleeping on the roof of a building, but he fell off and landed on a veranda. He was then hit with a chest of drawers and then fell off, killing him. C reveals he was inside a chest of drawers. So what happened here? C was the man who killed A's wife. A returned home to find his wife dead and B hanging from the veranda. Naturally, he assumed B to be the killer and tossed a chest of drawers at him, which knocked him over and killed him. But B was simply sleeping on the roof and fell over. C died because he was inside the chest of drawers that A tossed, meaning it was actually him in the apartment who killed A's wife. B was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. So how did you fare with these ones? Did you manage to guess both answers? Let me know how you did in the comments below. And now, without further ado, let's head into this week's first story. This one's called The Job Interview. Today I had a job interview. I got a new suit and shoes, and I set my alarm for the next morning, or so I thought. The batteries died and I didn't realize. Whoops. No matter how fast I rushed out the door, I wouldn't make it in time. And in the end, I got there 30 minutes late. As soon as I opened the door, I apologized to everyone. "I'm terribly sorry. I'm so sorry." They all glared at me. "I really am so sorry." I apologized, but everyone looked at me with cold eyes. At any rate, the interview began and the atmosphere hung heavy from start to finish. Yes, that was my fault for arriving so late, but I mean, it was written on the company's website that their motto was "at home" and "tolerance." And how did the interview go? They all failed, of course. So what do you guys think really happened here? Let me know in the comments below. And we have one more story for you this week. This one's called The Close Family. There was a family who lived in an apartment building that got along very well. However, one day the parents got into a fight and their daughter, scared, fled outside. When the couple realized their daughter was gone, they deeply regretted their actions. The couple stared at the window for a while, dumbfounded, and then, once they readied themselves, they followed their daughter outside. That family really did get along very well. So what do you think really happened in this week's stories? Leave your answers in the comments below and then tune in again next week to find out. Until then, stay safe guys, and I'll see you again next time.